Well, old Elon Musk is real mad. As my mama would say, him's mad, okay? Him's really mad right now because he said that all those advertisers that are pulling off of Twitter, he says he hopes they do. He said he hopes they all go, and he says they can just go fuck themselves. And he slows it down and he says, go fuck yourselves. And he goes on to say that if Twitter fails and goes under, it will be their fault. It's their fault because they didn't want their ads to run alongside of hate speech. It's not his fault that he gave hate speech a platform again. It's not his fault that he aligned himself with the most racist and hateful of people. It's not his fault that he retweeted anti-Semitic posts. It's not his fault that he embraced that shit and he pushed it out there and he gave it a voice. It will be people who didn't want to do it along with him. It'll be their fault that it went down. You know, these people have no understanding, no basic understanding of the First Amendment. And it's so funny to me because I spend most of my time talking to trolls who will say, you deleted my comment. You kicked me out of your live. You took away my First Amendment right. And I'm like, no, I didn't. The First Amendment says that Congress shall make no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech. It doesn't say that Brando has to put up with your bullshit. It doesn't say that I have to align myself with you. It doesn't say that I have to allow you to come onto my platform and say one word. It says Congress shall make no law. It doesn't say that I have to put up with you. I mean, let's break this down for a minute. Well, how about I just come to your church this Sunday? I'll just show up. I mean, I'll go to Greg Locke's church. How about this? I'll go to Greg Locke's church. Now think about this. And I will get on Greg Locke's pulpit and I will just do Tennessee Brando right for his audience. I'll just tell him what Tennessee Brando believes. And how about that? Now, if he tries to get me off the stage, that's censorship. If he tries to get me off the stage, that's my First Amendment rights. He's trying to take my First Amendment rights away from me. Now, why would you all be for that? Or I'll just go down to Marjorie Taylor Greene's next event, Lauren Boebert's. Yeah, I think Lauren would be glad to just hand me the microphone, wouldn't she? And let me just tell the world what a hypocrite she is. Let me just tell the world what a miserable excuse for a lawmaker that she is. How about that? How about I just go to Lauren Boebert's next event, I get on her microphone, and I just roast MAGA Republicans. And if she tries to get me off the stage, well, hey, hold on. You're against the First Amendment. You're against free speech. You're trying to silence me. You're trying to censor me. Boo-hoo. Now, does that sound ridiculous? Because if it does, that's how ridiculous that you guys sound, and that's how ridiculous Elon Musk sounds when he thinks that he can just align himself with whoever and that everyone should be forced to agree with whatever it is that he's putting out into the world. That's not how that it works. But I got something wrong a minute ago. I did. I'm going to backtrack for a second. I said they don't have an understanding of the First Amendment. I'm wrong about that. They understand it. It's just that they want it to be lopsided. They want it to be one-sided. And they've told me so. These people have told me that they're not for democracy. They've told me that we're a republic and that democracy is just an ideology that they disagree with, that I shouldn't have a vote. I've been told that I shouldn't have this channel, that I shouldn't be allowed to be here because I'm saying bad things that they disagree with. So they understand the First Amendment good and well. It's just that they want it to be their world. They don't want anyone to ever say anything that takes them out of their comfort zone. They want to be able to go anywhere in this world they want to go, stand up and say whatever racist, hateful, bigoted bunch of bullshit they can say. They want to be able to say that on any platform in the world, and they think that the rest of us should be able to stand back and just give them the microphone. Well, we're not going to do that. And when we take the microphone away from you and you go under, it's not our fault that you went under. These are the same people who lost their minds when a football player took a knee. When a quarterback said, you know what, I'm going to take a knee in the middle of the national anthem at a football game, people lost their minds and said, oh my God, oh, now's not the time and place to protest. Now's not the time and place to say that. Get that son of a bitch off the field. Just throw the football, buddy. We didn't come here to hear you talk politics. And those same people will say you should just turn over your platform to us and let us say anything we want to. And if you don't like it, if you try to push us off of it, then you're censoring us and you don't believe in the First Amendment. That's how hypocritical they are. That's how selfish they are. That's how obnoxious they are. And they go around here, go woke, go broke. Well, Elon, when you threw your support behind evil, let's call it that. We could call it hate speech. Yes, it's hate speech, but it's just plain evil. When you decided to throw your alignment behind evil, people didn't want to go along with you on that ride, and they had every right to step off that ride and go, I don't want to be here anymore. And if you go under, if Twitter gets X'd out for good, it's nobody's fault but yours. And if anybody comes onto Brando's platform and starts trying to make the whole show about them, and I hit the mute button, that's on you. Go back and read the First Amendment one more time and then get back with me.